Hello, my name is Twomey, a dairy and beef geneticist with Munster Bovine. Earlier this year, we launched our spring dairy catalogue, which is bigger than ever before to give you a wider selection within conventional and also within sex semen. Today, I'm going to give you an overview of our catalogue and how to select bulls for your system. This year, we based our catalogue based on your feedback into different sections. So for your Holstein Friesians, we have your pedigree, SRM, daughter proven, pedigree, production and confirmation. And then we've other breeds like British Friesian, Jersey, Jersey Cross, Fleckvieh, and your Viking Red. And then at the back of the catalogue, we have a dairy beef section. On the first few pages, as usual, we have our different panels which will help you to pick the bulls for your system. In later videos, I'll give a more detailed explainer on these panels. To go to a feature page of one of our bulls, here an example is Mojo on page 20 if you'd like to follow along. So at the top, in the top right, there is GS in a red box. That means this is a genomically selected bull. You could also have here is DPIRL, which means he's daughter proven in Ireland, or DPINT, which means he's daughter proven international. You've other details like his name, herd book number, date of birth, and then we have beta casein, which just means whether he's an A1A1, A1A2, or A2A2. In this example, Mojo is A1A2. Next, you have the AAA score, and then you have genetic defects. In this example, the box is blank for Mojo, so Mojo has no known genetic defect. For a bull that has a genetic defect, the advice is to make sure you do not use this bull on a female also carrying that genetic defect. And then finally in that top yellow box, you have the breed proportions. So in this example, Mojo is 78% Holstein and 22% Friesian. So just below the picture then, we have these symbols to make it easier for you to identify bulls that you'll be looking for. So here he's a symbol for health, meaning Mojo is a good bull for health. He's a fertility improver, so if you have fertility issues, Mojo is a good bull to you to improve the fertility within your herd. He's easy calving, meaning he's suitable for maiden heifers. Sex semen, meaning he's available in sexed semen. And then you have high solids, so this is a bull that will produce high solids within your herd. Just below that, it's your EBI and your EBI sub-indexes. So down the left is your figures for each value, then you have your reliability, and then you on the right, you have these red bars to show you where that ranks within the sub-index within the national herd. So there, for example, at the top, for EBI, this bull is actually number one in EBI, so ranks really highly, so that red bar is going far to the right. As you scroll down along, you can see predominantly this bull is very strong on all the sub-indexes and is going to the right. So that means he's high up in the population for within these sub-indexes. Just to highlight their management, this is the only one that he's below average, so he's in the bottom 30% for management, but as again, this is the only trait that he's weak on. So this is a good visual to help you identify where a bull is strong and weak. So your EBI is your overall economic value. Below that, you have your production sub-index, or also known as your milk sub-index. This is if you want to increase this will improve your solids, improve your percentages. And then below that you have your fertility sub-index. This is trying to do, you're looking for a higher value here again, so it's going to reduce your calving interval and select cows that are going to survive longer. Your carbon sub-index, the higher the value here is, that bull is going to produce daughters that will produce less carbon. Next we have calving sub-index, so here you're trying to aim for a higher value again. So what that's aiming to do is easier calves and less mortality and shorter gestation. Next is your beef sub-index, so as for using conventional, 50% of the progeny are going for beef, And also you do want to try to maintain beef in the herd, as there's a large proportion of beef coming out from the dairy herd. So higher the value here for beef subindex is improving your carcass weight and carcass conformation of beef animals coming from the dairy herd. Your maintenance subindex, so the higher the value here means is actually the smaller the cow, and lower the value is the bigger the cow. I'll explain that in more detail in my panel videos. And for your management then, so the higher the value here is what you're looking for is, you're looking for shorter milking time and better temperament. And then health subindex, higher the value here is you're aiming for, which that means is it'll reduce your prevalence of TB, somatic cell count, mastitis and lameness. Just below that, you have your production figures. So this is giving your overall details of what is made up in your milk subindex. So you have your total milk kgs, you have fat and protein kgs, and then we have that combined into total solids to make it easier. And then finally, your fat and protein percentage. Your individual breeding values for your fertility traits, such as calving interval and survival. Your heifer calving difficulty, and we've also included here the number of records. So for example, Mojo has over 1,000 records for calving difficulty. So in this example, we're sure that he's easy calving, and as I said, Mojo is suitable for maiden heifers. Then you have your milking speed. So what you're aiming for here is a lower the value is the shorter the milking speed, and temperament, higher the value, that means your better temperament. And you have your 4 health traits, somatic cell count, mastitis, lameness and TB. And all these, the lower the value means is you're expecting a lower prevalence from his daughters relative to other bulls. Just below that, you have the panels that he's available in. So you can just make it very simple to what panel this bull is fitting in. You have your comments to just give a little more insight into the bull. And below that then is your pedigree information and the milk production of its dam and grand dam. So just for example, I'll take your milk production here for the dam. So firstly, we give its highest lactation, and that when I say highest lactation, that's the highest solids in lactation. So lactation 4 was the lactation that this dam did the most solids, and that's the overall production for that lactation. Next up was the average, so across the lifetime of that cow, its average performance for each lactation, and then finally its overall performance for its lifetime. So life 4 means is this dam has had 4 lactations, and that's its overall output across its lifetime. So I hope you found this helpful and you have a better understanding on how to follow a bull's feature page. If you're looking for more information, please check out our website or contact one of our sales team, which you can find on the back of our catalogue.